Okay, so good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, and
Yes, sir,
visible
you are.
too?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Fine. So in the previous lecture, we are discussing. We discussed about sequence series. That means arithmetic progression, geometric progression, and harmonic progression. So whatever the concept I discussed, any doubt in that? Please tell me. Okay, no problem. So I think we can start, means we can continue from where I stopped in the previous lecture. So basically just we will do a quick revision for the previous lecture as well. So we are talking about sequence and series. So just give me 1 minute. Okay. So we discussed about sequence and series. So I already told you basically series having three combination, that is AP, GP and HP. So if you will see in any means question where the order means where the difference is of means any number like +3 or +5, like suppose you are getting 1, 4, 7, 10 and like this, or suppose 20 then 17, 14 and so on. So these numbers are in AP. Basically AP means the difference is either in positive or in negative. Okay, either addition or subtraction will be there for a particular fixed number. And GP will be either multiplication or division will be there by a particular number like 2, 4, 8, 16 and so on. And HP, I already told you, HP means reverse of AP. Okay, so means suppose if any sequence is in the fractional form, so when you reverse all the number like 1 by 1, that means 1, then 1 by 2, 2, 1 by 3, 3 and 4, like this. So if this sequence is in AP, that means this sequence is in HP, that means harmonic progression. So these are the basic things which I already discussed in the previous class. So if anybody was not in the means in that class, so please refer that video for the same. Okay, so I already told you two formulas. One was this, that means nth term. If you want to calculate for any AP, then you have to proceed like this: a plus n minus 1 into d, where a will be your first term, n will be total number of terms, and d will be your common difference. Okay, so Tn you can also calculate by using the same formula the last term of any AP. Okay, that means a plus n minus 1 into d. And another formula was there, sum of n term, that was n upon 2 a plus l. Okay, and when you will put the value of l in here, then you will get like this, that means 2a plus n minus 1 into d. I already covered all these things in the previous lecture, so I don't think so there is the requirement to discuss in deep. Okay, so these are the two formula related to your AP part, which I already covered in the previous lecture. After this, okay, so how you will consider the terms? I already told you, if you need to consider the terms in odd means numbers, then you will consider a as your center term, that means middle term. After that, if there will be three terms, then a plus d, a minus d, one increment, one decrement by the common difference part for three terms. For five terms, again two increment and two decrement. Fine. For seven terms, a minus 3d, a plus 3d, like this. And in the same manner, if you are just taking the value for the even terms, okay, so you will consider two terms like a minus d, a plus d for two terms. For three terms, again one increment, one decrement. For six, again a minus 3d, a plus 3d, like this. You can follow these sequence. Okay, And after this, some important applications or formulas you can say. So sum of n natural numbers. Okay. So you can also derive it by using your formula, which is basically sum of n terms. That means Sn equals to n upon 2 a plus L simply. So for first n natural numbers, so that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on up to n. N will be your last natural number. Okay. N will be your last natural number. So for this sequence, you can easily see here a will be equals to 1, L will be equals to n. Fine. So Sn, what it will be? N upon 2 a plus L. Okay. So n upon 2, a will be 1 and L will be n.
And
That means n into n plus 1 by 2. So by using the same formula, you can derive the derivations as well. Fine. So this is the way. Okay. So after this, we will discuss, even you can derive the same formula by using this formula as well. That means 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Just we can see here as well, 1, 2, 3, and so on. If anyone have any query in this, then please raise your hand. Don't worry. This is new concept now. I'm not revising the old class here. So here a will be equals to 1. D, that means common difference. Again, D will be also 1. Fine. And you need to calculate Sn. Okay. So what you will do, Sn equals to n upon 2, 2 into 1 plus n minus 1 into 1. That means D. Again, what you will get here, 2 plus n minus 1. That is equals to n into n plus 1 upon 2. So sum of first n natural numbers will be equals to n into n plus 1 upon 2. Okay. Is it clear to all?
yes, sir.
Okay, fine. And in the same manner, you can derive for the squares of the natural numbers. So these are the direct formulas. So you can remember these. And cube. So for cube, just square the whatever the sum you are getting for the normal number. That means Sn. So Sn square will be Sn cube simply. So these are the very basic formula. After this, we will cover the GP, geometric progression. So in the AP, we are discussing about common difference. Okay. So that will be either in plus or in minus. But in GP, we will discuss about common ratio. Okay. So ratio will be either in multiplication or in division. Fine. So this is a very basic difference in between means your AP and GP. And first term, as usual, there was the first term A. So here also the first term will be A only. So if A will be your first term and R is your common ratio. So I already told you in GP, you have to multiply by common ratio. So you can easily calculate your means terms like this. Okay. So here A will be your first term, R will be your common ratio, as I already told you. Okay. So if you require to calculate the Tn, that means nth term of GP, then this formula will be used, A into R to the power n minus 1. So and sum of n terms, that will be equals to A into R to the power n minus 1 upon R minus 1. If the value of R is greater than 1, it means if ratio is more than 1, then you will use this formula. Otherwise, just you have to subtract the value by 1. Okay, that means 1 minus R to the power n. Fine. So these are the formula to calculate the sum of any GP. Okay, just I'll show you some example for this. Suppose if I'm writing like 5, 25, 125, 625, and so on. And just I'll say what will be the means suppose 15th term for this GP. Okay, 15th term. So how you will proceed? I already told you. First of all, you will calculate the value of A, that means first term, 5, and R. So you can divide any number like 25 divided by 5, or you can divide 125 divided by 25, 625 divided by 125. Always you will get the ratio same, that is 5. So n is equals to 15, as you have to calculate the value of 15th term. So n will be 15 here. So T15 for GP, that is a r to the power 15 minus 1. That means a into r to the power 14. So what is the value of a? 5. What is the value of r? 5 again. So 5 to the power 14. So in multiplication, the power will be added. Okay, so 1 plus 14. So 5 to the power 15 will be your answer. There is no need to calculate the multiplication of 5 up to 15 times. Okay, don't worry about that. So 5 to the power 15. Is it clear to all or not? Please tell me. Hello.
Clear, sir.
Okay, fine. After this, suppose
sir.
for the same sequence, if someone was saying like 5, 10, 15 and sorry, 5, just 1 minute. Okay, 5, 25, 125 and so on. And suppose number of terms, total number of terms is equals to just 1 minute. Number of terms total 15. Fine. So what will be the sum of all these terms? Okay, if suppose your question is like this. So you already just 1 minute, I'll show you the formula here. I already told you one formula. Sum of n terms will be equals to a into r to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1 when the value of r will be greater than 1. Okay, so just you can refer this formula to calculate the value for this. So Sn equals to a into r to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. Okay, why I wrote this formula, not 1 into 1 minus r to the power n upon r 1 minus r, just because the value of r here equals to
5, which is
5. So
greater
this
than 1.
yeah, which is greater than 1. Okay, and value of a is also equals to 5. So just you can put these two values. That means 5 to the power, again number of terms, n equals to 15. 5 to the power 15 minus 1 upon 5 minus 1. So you can write your answer like 5 upon 4, 5 to the power 15 minus 1. This will be your answer. Don't worry, if the question will come in exam, so these kind of option will be there. Okay, so there is no need to calculation. Is it clear or not? Please tell me.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. After this, just we will move further. So infinite GP. So suppose somewhere is written like 5, 25, 125 and so on up to infinity. Then what you will do? Okay. So for these kind of questions, okay. So if the value of r is greater than 1, okay. So the sum up to infinity will be infinity. Okay. Why? So you are moving towards, means in the positive direction up to infinite. So when you will add or whatever you will do, you will get what? Infinite value. Okay. So if r is your means r is greater than 1, you will get infinite value. Again, by formula also you can prove it. Suppose a upon r minus 1. Okay. So a will be your first term. And sorry, you cannot prove it by formula. Basically that can be proved for the means value less than 1, not greater than 1. Okay, so for positive, that means if the value of r is greater than 1, the sum will be always equals to infinity. Okay, so you they can ask means one question like this, they will give a sequence like this and they are saying up to infinity, the sum first option is like whatever we solved in the last question, like 5 into 5 to the power 15 minus 1 upon 4. Second option is 5 to the power infinity. Third option will be 5 to the power infinity upon r4, and fourth option will be infinity. Okay, so basically why they gave like options like this, just because of confusion. So if r is greater than 1, so here you can easily see that r is greater than 1. So your answer will be this only. Okay, but again, just we'll see one more question here. So the sum will be a upon 1 minus r if the value of r is less than 1. Okay, So how it will be possible? Just see here. Suppose any sequence is like 256, 128, then you can say like 64, after that 32 and so on. So what will be the value here? A will be equals to 256, and what R will be?
1
Next
by
divided by previous value, like this. Or you can also solve for any other order. So you will get 1 upon 2, which is less than equals to, means which value is less than 1. So for this, you can just suppose up to infinity. The question is given like this, and they are s infinity what it will be. So how you'll calculate? Just simply s infinity equals to a upon 1 minus r. The value of a is 256. 1 minus 1 upon r. That means 1 upon 2. So 256 divided by 2 minus 1 upon 2. So this will be 1 only, and this 2 will go here. That means 256 into 2. That will be equals to 512.
5
So
1.
when you will add these numbers, you will get the 512 as your answer. Is it clear? ये clear है सबको? Please tell me. Anyone have any
Yes,
doubt
sir.
in this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. So after this, we in the same manner, how we are seeing the number of terms in the AP here also. So for 3 terms, again, what we are doing there means first term like A will be in middle. After that, we are doing like this. So here also A next will be multiplied and previous will be divided. Here next will be added and the previous will be subtracted. So for 5 terms, again 1 r again multiplied, and here 1 r will be divided, 1 more r. So a r cube a upon r cube. So you can easily just refer these formulas. And in the same manner for even terms, so a minus d, a plus d was there, so a r a upon r is here. And for 4 terms, a r cube and a upon r cube. Okay, so you have to means take only the odd values. That means a r cube, a r 5 in the positive hand side, and a upon r cube, a upon r to the power 5 in the division side. Okay, in the multiplication and division, not in positive and negative. Positive and negative we will take in AP part. Okay, so you can assume the terms. Is it clear or not? Please tell me. You can consider the terms.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. And one more thing which I don't think so right in the slide. Yeah. So one more thing, we how we are calculating the means like T15 for AP. You are writing directly A plus 14D. Fine. I already told you how A plus N minus 1 into D. So N is 15. So 15 minus 1 into D. That means A plus 14D. So in the same manner, if T15 is you want to write in the GP, then what you will do? A R to the power N minus 1. So A into R, N will be 15 minus 1. That means A into R to the power 14. So whatever you are adding in the AP part with your common difference, so the same thing will be in the power in your GP part. Okay. So suppose someone is saying what will be the 19th term for GP. So you can directly write it as like this. For AP, this will be A plus 18D. Is it clear? This thing is clear or not? Please tell me.
Clear.
Okay, fine. Okay. I'll cover all the concept. After that, I will pick questions. Don't worry. After this harmonic series, so I already told that if the reverse of any sequence is in AP, so that series is known as that series will be in HP, means harmonic progression will be there. Okay, so like this, if an AP series is 1 3 5 7 9, so the harmonic series just reverse. Okay, so you can directly say that HP and AP are inversely proportional. Not you can see say proportional kind of thing like this. Ki whatever the reverse of AP, that will be HP, and whatever the reverse of HP, that will be AP. Fine. So how you will calculate the nth term or the sum of HP part? So first of all, if the sequence like this is in HP, so what you have to do, convert it in AP. Okay, that means reverse it. Okay, so first step will be reverse of the sequence. Second step, again calculate the value according to the formula we are using in the AP part. Okay, so whatever formula we use in AP, just we will calculate sum or terms, whatever they are asking. After that, whatever the answer you will get, just reverse. That means 1 upon answer will be the answer for HP part. Okay, so the same thing is written here. Find nth term of AP obtained by the reversing the numbers. Again, reverse the final obtained answer, which will be the HP for the term. Okay. So HP कुछ नहीं होता है. HP is the reverse of AP. That's it. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after this, mean means again you all are already aware about the average value. Okay. Average is the AP mean. You can say for average means whatever the mean, arithmetic mean is, that is simple average. Suppose 5 numbers are there like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What you will do? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Again number of terms. So total terms are 5. So this will be the answer. So this is AM. That means arithmetic mean. The same formula is written here. Whatever the terms, just add all these terms and the number of terms, divide by that. Okay. So this is your AM. Fine. And what will be the value of GM? That means geometric mean. So geometric mean means just multiply all the terms and divided by 1 upon number of terms. Okay. Suppose means 2, 4, 8 and 16 are in GP. So what you have to do? 2 cross 4 cross 8 cross 16, and total number of terms 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 1 upon 4. This will be the GP. So you can easily calculate 2 to power 2 means 3, then 6, then 10. So 2 to the power 10 divided by 4. That means 2 to the power 5 by 2 will be the answer for this. Means this will be the mean. This will be the geometric mean for the above question. Is it clear or not?
Sir, will you please?
Okay. So I'll repeat. Don't worry. Basically, arithmetic mean, that means average value. So average value, how you will calculate? Whatever the number of terms will be there, just add all those terms and divide it by total number of terms. Okay. So suppose A1, A2, A3 and so on. An given. So just add all the numbers. Okay. All the terms, and total number of terms will be n here. Suppose
sir.
A1, A2, A3, A4. Only 4 terms are there. So what you will do? A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4, and you will divide the total number by 1, 2, 3, 4. Total number of terms will be 4. So again, if the same thing will be asked in the GM, that means A1, A2, A3 and A4 are in GP. So what you will do? Just multiply all these terms, and whatever the number of terms will be there, just divide 1 upon n. Okay, so divide by 4. Is it clear? AM and GM. I hope these things are clear. Okay. So one more thing I want to tell you, that for 2 terms, okay, basically I'll calculate a relation for 2 terms. So what will be AP means what will be AM and what will be GM. So simply you can see, suppose A1 and A2, these are the 2 terms. So what will be AM for this? A1 plus A2, and there are 2 terms, so divided by 2. And what will be the GM for this? A1 into A2 and divided by 1 upon 2. 1 upon 2, that means square root of those numbers. So suppose if A and B will be there, so A plus B by 2 will be your AM, and A into B square root will be your GM. Basically this thing. Okay, and here A plus B upon 2. Is it clear or not? Please tell me. For 2 terms, A plus B by 2 will be arithmetic mean, and square root of AB will be geometric mean. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay, perfect. After this, HM, that means harmonic mean. Fine. So how you will calculate the HM? So just see here. Basically, for HM, suppose A and B are in what HP. Fine. That means the AB in HP. For 2 terms, you can calculate only. Basically, if you will go for 3 terms, n terms, so that will be really tough. So for you can for comparison purpose, you can just go through the 2 terms only. Just 1 minute. Yeah. So suppose A and B in HP. So what you have to do, first of all, you need to convert these numbers in the AP part. So 1 upon B, just reverse of those numbers will be in AP. Is it clear? 1 upon A and 1 upon B will be in AP if A and B will be in HP. Like if 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3 in HP, then 1, 2, 3 in AP. What we did, just reverse all the numbers. So these are the reverse of A and B. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So for AM means how you will calculate the AM? For 2 terms, A1 plus A2 divided by 2. That means 1 upon A plus 1 upon B divided by 2. So when you will take the LCM, so you will get like 2AB and B plus A. Okay. So this will be arithmetic mean for 1 upon A and 1 upon B. That means A plus B upon 2AB. This will be 1 upon A. Arithmetic mean for 1 upon A and 1 upon B. So what will be the harmonic mean? Again, just reverse this. 2AB upon A plus B. This will be your harmonic mean. Is it clear or not? Please tell me. And don't worry, I'll pick 1-2 questions based on this. Then you will get the concept easily.
Sir,
Yes?
please repeat.
Okay, don't worry. I'll repeat it. Just 1 minute. Okay. I already told you if A1 and A2 are in the arithmetic progression, so A1 plus A2 upon 2 will be arithmetic mean for this. Okay. So now we need to calculate harmonic mean for any sequence. So suppose A and B, these are the 2 numbers which are in the HP harmonic progression or HS harmonic series. So I already told you for harmonic progression how you will calculate any solution, like the particular term, particular means sum or anything else. For that, first of all, just reverse of that HP, which will be in AP. Okay. After that, you will solve the question and again reverse the number. Whatever the answer you will get, reverse that answer, you will get the HP solution. Okay, I already told you this concept. So again here, if A and B in HP, then 1 upon A, 1 upon B. These are the reverse number of this A and B. So this will be in AP. So for AP, I already told you the means arithmetic mean for 2 number A1 plus A2 upon 2. That means first term plus second term divided by 2. So first term 1 upon A, second term 1 upon B divided by 2. So now you can solve 1 upon A, 1 upon B like this, B plus A upon 2. So basically this will be in the multiplication. That means A plus B upon 2AB. Is it clear or not? Please tell me. AP means AM for AP.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you are getting the arithmetic mean for any number like this, A plus B upon 2AB. So what will be the harmonic mean? Just reverse. Okay. That means 2AB upon A plus B. Now got it?
Yes,
Is it
sir.
okay?
Yes,
So
sir.
अब आपको एक compare करना है, means relation between AM, GM and HM. Relation between AM, GM and HM. That means arithmetic mean, geometric mean and harmonic mean. So I already told you HM equals to 2AB upon A plus B. Fine. And AM that is equals to A plus B upon 2 and GM that is equals to square root of AB. Okay. We already calculated these two terms and just now we calculated this. So just put these values basically. So if GM equals to square root of AB, then GM square equals to AB. So HM equals to what you can say 2 into GM square upon A plus B. Is it clear? basically AB equals to GM square. Clear है ये? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So after this, one more thing you can see here, A plus B divided by 2. Okay. So what we can write, basically if A plus B upon 2 equals to AM, that means arithmetic mean, then what will be 1 upon AM, that means reverse of the same thing, that will be 2 upon A plus B. Just we reverse both the numbers. Is it clear? 1 upon AM equals to 2 upon A plus B. HM equals to GM square upon AM. 1 upon AM, that will be equals to 2 upon A plus B. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
what we got here, harmonic mean equals to geometric mean square upon arithmetic mean. When you will simplify this, you can write it like this term will go in the left hand side, arithmetic mean into harmonic mean. That means geometric mean is the square root of arithmetic mean and harmonic mean. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So basically the same formula I already mentioned in your copy. You can see here. Geometric mean equals to harmonic mean into arithmetic mean. Okay. And one more thing, always please remember, arithmetic mean is greater than geometric mean and geometric mean is greater than harmonic mean. So for this sequence means how you will remember, AP will be in starting, how you learn the concept. After that you learn the GP, then HP. So AP will be greater than GP will be greater than HP. Okay. So these are the two formula. So please tell me if anybody have any doubt in these things, then I'll repeat. Otherwise, I'll move ahead with the new concept. Means go with the question part here. सबको clear है सारी चीजें? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. ठीक है. So after this, I'll proceed with questions. Fine. So first question is here. If okay, these are the solved question. Perfect. So if in an AP 10th term is 86 and 86th term is 10, then what will be the 100th term? Again 10th term. So you all are already aware about that part, A plus 9D. Yeah, please I ask. You want to ask something?
So screen is not shared yet.
Okay. So किसी ने बताया भी नहीं. Just 1 minute. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay. So first question is, if in an AP 10th term is 86 and 86th term is 10, then what will be the 100th term? So how will proceed? 10th term, that means A plus 9D. I already told you Tn equals to A plus 9 means n minus 1 into D. So T 10th A plus 10 minus 1 into D, that means T10 will be equals to A plus 9D. And in the same manner, you can calculate for the T86, that will be A plus 86 minus 1 into D, that means A plus 85D. So what they mentioned in the question, A plus 9D and A plus 85D. यहाँ तक clear है क्या सबको? How you will calculate the 10th term and how you will calculate the 86th term. So A plus 9D equals to 86 and A plus 85D equals to 10. So you need to calculate the value of A and D. What will be the 100th term? So 100th term will be again 100 minus 1 into D, that means A plus 99D. So for this, you have to calculate the value of A and D. Okay. So how you will proceed? Just subtract these values. So what you will get here? Minus 76, D equals to 76. That means D equals to minus 1. Is it clear? किसी को भी doubt होगा, then please raise your hand. And just put this minus 1 in any of these equations. So you can get the value of A very easily. So this. So A minus 9 equals to 86. That means A equals to 95. Fine. So the value of A equals to 95, D equals to -1. So A plus 99D. So A is 95 plus 99 into D -1. So 95 minus 99, which will be equals to -4. So -4, this will be your correct answer. First question clear है कि नहीं? Please tell me.
Clear, sir.
Okay, fine. सबको clear है ना? Okay. After this, for this series, the property of AP, we can 96th term as 0. Don't worry. We will not ask. Okay, reverse. Okay. But the number of terms between 30 to 530, which are divisible by 11 are. Okay, fine. So for these kind of question, how you will proceed? Just see. Okay. So 32, this kind of question UPSC will ask. Okay. Divisible by 11. How many number? N equals to what? Basically, this is your question. So what you have to do? First, you have to proceed from this side and this side both. Okay. And just need to calculate. Just 1 minute. Okay. So first term, like 30 is not divisible by 11. So how many remainder remaining here? 11 to the 22, 8. So if you will add 3 here, you will get the divisible number, like 30 plus 3, that means 33. So 33 is divisible by 11. So after that 44 is divisible. If you want to write, then okay, otherwise you can skip this part. And what will be the last number here? Okay. So how you will calculate that number? So again, divide 530 by 11. So when you will divide, you will get 11 4 ja 44 and 9. Just 1 minute. 44 and 9. Okay. So 11 8 ja 88 and 2 as a remainder. So when you will subtract 11 minus 2, that means 9. So if you will subtract 9 from here, means 530 minus 9, you will get 521. And when you will divide it by 11, what you will get here? 11 4 ja 44. Just 1 minute. I write something wrong here. 11 4 ja 44. Okay. So 530, when you are doing, 9 is a remainder. Okay. So 9 as a remainder. So you have to subtract only 2 value here, not 9 here. Basically 2. Okay. I got it. When you are going for the means last term, you have to subtract means जो नंबर आपका बचेगा वो वाला करना है, और यहाँ पे जब आप स्टार्टिंग में whatever the remainder you are getting, just you can add that number. Okay. So 530 minus 2, that means 528. So 528, again you can see here 11 4 ja 44, 8 and 11 8 ja 88. So this number will be divisible by 11. So this will be your sequence. Is it clear or not? Please tell me. मैं इसको repeat करूं क्या एक बार? Okay. I think सबको समझ में आ गया. Fine. So if your sequence is this, means 33, 44, 55 and so on up to 528. So what will be the value of n here? So you can easily calculate, because A is 33, D is 11 and L is 528. So L equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. So L is 528, A is 33 plus n you have to calculate, and D is 11. So when you will subtract this, you will get like 495, which will be equals to n minus 1 into 11. So n minus 1 equals to 495 divided by 11, that means 45. So n will be equals to 45 plus 1 46. क्लियर है क्या सबको? ऐसा क्वेश्चन लास्ट ईयर आया हुआ था एक पेपर में आपके, मैं पहले ही आपको बता दूं. So this question is clear or not? Please tell me.
Clear, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay. So just after this, we will move for the next question. Okay. split 74 into 4 parts in a such manner that all parts are in AP and the product of first part and last part is 2 less than the product of second part and third part. Okay. So first of all, for this question, they are saying you have to consider 4 terms in AP. Okay. So 4, that means even. So for even terms, we are considering like this. If 2 terms will be there, A minus D, A plus D. If 4 terms will be there, A plus 3D and A minus 3D. So and this will be our sequence first. Okay. So split 74 into 4 parts. So you are splitting 74 into 4 parts. So these are the 4 parts basically. So when you will add these 4 parts, you will get 74 like this. So minus 3D plus 3D minus D plus D. So A plus A plus A plus A, that means 4A. Okay, so 4A equals to 74. That means A equals to 74 divided by 4, which is equals to 37 by 2. You got it? Basically, you got the value of A here. Is it clear or not? यहाँ तक क्लियर है कि नहीं सबको? प्लीज टेल मी.
Clear, sir.
Okay. So after this, they are basically you got the value of first term, but you have no idea about what will be the your common difference. So for common difference, again they gave one more condition, that the product of first part and last part. Basically, this is your sequence. So the product of first part and last part is 2 less than the product of second part and third part. Okay. So what they are saying, basically the product of first part and last part is 2 less than the means second part and third part. This is the question, basically logic. So again here A minus B, A plus B, that means A square minus B square, and this side A minus B, A plus B, A square minus D square minus 2 will be also there. So A square and A square will be cancelled out directly. So minus 2 will go that side and minus 9 will go this side. That means 2 equals to minus D square plus 9D square. That means 8D square equals to 2. D square equals to 1 by 4, means D equal to plus minus 1 upon 2. ये वाला clear है calculation for second condition basically.
Yes, sir.
So you got the value like A equals to 37 by 2 and D either 1 by 2 or minus 1 by 2. Whatever you will put, you will get the same answer basically, because one part is in minus, another part is in plus. So if you will put plus, then you will get one as a minus and one another will be plus. And if you will put minus part, then first negative part will be positive and positive part will be negative. So we will put plus 1 by 2 here. Okay. So 37 by 2 minus 3 into 1 by 2. So 37 by 2 minus 3 by 2. That means 34 by 2. So 17 will be your first term like this. After that, A minus D minus 1 by 2. That means 36 by 2, which is equals to 18. Second part is this. Again A plus D, that means 37 by 2 plus 1 by 2, 38 by 2, 19, 17, 18, 19 and 20. This will be your means answer. Is it clear or not? Please tell me. सबको clear है क्या? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So these are the questions related to your AP part. After this, I'll just discuss 2-3 questions based on your GP part. Okay. So first question is like this, ki suppose 6, 12, 18 and so on up to infinity, and another is 216, 36, 6 and so on in both are in GP. So what will be the S infinity for first, S infinity 1, and this is second, that means S infinity 2. Please tell me the answer for both the question. I already told you the formula. That means no, I will not discuss. फॉर्मूला किस नोट डाउन किए हो कि नहीं आप लोग? प्लीज टेल मी. S
No,
infinity,
sir.
if r is greater than 1, then it will be infinity, and a upon 1 minus r if r is less than 1. Okay, now please find out.
So first one is in AP.
Okay. Sorry. 636, 216, like this. Sorry. Six 36, 216, and so on up to infinite. What will be the value of S infinite?
Infinity.
Infinity. And for the second one,
And 6 into 216 by 5.
6 into 216 by 5. Fine, not an issue. Okay. So again here, why infinity? Because r is greater than 1. So if the how basically when you will divide 36 by 6, you will get 6, which is greater than 1. That means this will be infinite directly. For this, how you will calculate? Just 1 minute. 216, 36, 6, and so on up to infinite. So how you will calculate for this? Again, S infinite equals to 1 upon 1 minus r. Why we will use this formula? Because 36 divided by 216 or 6 divided by 36, you will get 1 by 6, which is less than 1. That means if r is less than 1, you have to use this formula, a upon 1 minus r, and the value of a 216. So what you will do? 216, that means a 1 minus 1 upon 6. So 216 divided by 5 upon 6. So 6 will go in the here. 216 into 6 divided by 5 will be your answer. Is it clear? 1296 upon 5. Clear है क्या ये सबको? Please tell me, otherwise I'll repeat it. Okay, clear, fine. ठीक है. So the next question will be like this. Fifth term of GP is 2 to the power 8. That means 512, and 7 4096. So what will be the first term? First term equal to what? And you need to calculate one more thing, that is ninth term. Okay, no, not ninth term, third term. Tell me. Please try to calculate. It's a random question. तो अगर कैलकुलेशन में प्रॉब्लम हो then please tell me. Okay. So fifth term, that means a into r to the power 4, that is 514. Oh, sorry, 512. So 512, you can also write it like 2 to the power what? 9. Clear है ये? And eighth term, that means a into r to the power 7, that you can write like 4096, which will be nothing, that is, sorry, 2 to the power 12. ये क्लियर है कि नहीं सबको? 2 to the power 12 and 2 to the power 9. ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम, यू कैन स्किप दिस पार्ट एज वेल. अगर नहीं क्लियर है तो आप इसको स्किप कर दीजिए, आप डायरेक्ट सॉल्व कीजिए. मैं आपको सॉरी 1 मिनट. ये क्लियर है? बेसिकली a इंटू आर टू द पावर 4 इक्वल्स टू 512, a इंटू आर टू द पावर 7 इक्वल्स टू 4096. इज इट क्लियर और नॉट?
Clear, sir.
Okay, so this will be equation 1 and this will be equation 2. Now you have to calculate the value of a and r. So how you will proceed? Just divide equation 2 by equation 1. Equation 2 divide by equation 1. What you will get? Just see here. A into r to the power 7 divided by a into r to the power 4 equals to 4096 divided by 512. So a and a will be cancelled out, and in the division powers will be subtracted. That means r to the power 7 minus 4, and here 512 8 जा 4096. Please calculate. इसको आप divide करके आप देख सकते हो. So r to the power 3 equals to 2 to the power 3. Basically 8 is nothing, 2 to the power 3. So यहाँ से आप क्या कर सकते हो? r cube 2 cube. So what will be the value of r? Please
2.
tell me. 2.
Equating
Is
basis.
it okay? So if r is equals to 2, so a into r to the power 4, that is equals to 512. So it means what? Basically you have to calculate the value of a. So r to the power 4, that means 2 to the power 4 equals to 512. So what will be a? 512 divided by it will be 16. That means a will be equals to 16 3 is 48, 3 and 16 2 is 32. So a will be 32. So if a equals to 32, r equals to 2, so what we have asked, basically first term, that means a will be 32, and third term, so third term will be ar square, that means 32 into 2 square. So 32 into 4, that means 128. क्लियर है अभी सबको? जीपी में आपको बेसिकली डिवीजन और मल्टीप्लिकेशन से प्रोसीड करना है. एपी की बात होगी तो एडिशन और सब्ट्रैक्शन से प्रोसीड करना है फॉर द सिंप्लीफिकेशन ऑफ एनी क्वेश्चन. इज इट क्लियर और नॉट? ओके, फाइन. So after this, just one more question. So try to solve the question number 13. A and B are two numbers whose arithmetic mean is 25 and geometric mean is 7. So which of the following may be value of A? Okay. Are you able to solve this, or I have to try? Okay. So arithmetic mean is 25. Geometric mean is 7. So A will be what? Okay. And A and B, these are the two terms. Okay. Basically, this was the question. Yes. And 10, 20, 49 and 25. 10, 20, 49 and 25. These are the options. So how you will proceed? So AM, you already know. For two terms, this will be equals to like this. So you can say A plus B equals to 50. And GM, that means square root of AB, which is equals to 7. So A into B, again square both side. So A into B, you will get 49. So what you have to do, either you can put the value of A or B from here to here, or just value of A or B from here to here. You can do both the things. So I'll do one thing. A plus B equals to, I can put 49 divided by A, which will be equals to this 50. ये clear है सबको? Basically what I did, B equals to 49 divided by A. From here I put this value here. Okay. So A plus 49 divided by A equals to 50. That means A square plus 49 upon A equals to 50. So this A will go in this side. That means A square plus 49 equals to 50A. So from here you will get like this: A square minus 50A plus 49 equals to 0. So this is the quadratic equation. So I think कि आप लोग aware होंगे quadratic equation को कैसे solve करना है. Four AC, that means 196 divided by, yes, 2. So this will be equals to A equals to 50 plus minus square root of 2304 divided by 2. And don't worry, इतना लेंदी कैलकुलेशन आपके एग्जाम में नहीं आने वाला है. ओके ओके, divided by 4 and again divided by 4. Okay, so A will be equals to basically 5 plus minus 48 divided by 2. So the value of A will be either 49 or 1. So 49 is already given here. So this will be your answer. ठीक है, ये वाला क्वेश्चन अगर किसी को क्लियर है तो ठीक है, अदरवाइज नॉट एन इशू. बेसिकली कैलकुलेशन पार्ट ही है और कुछ भी नहीं है. क्लियर है क्या?
Yes, sir.
ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है. सो दीज आर सम क्वेश्चंस. आफ्टर दिस वन मोर थिंग, जस्ट 1 minute. प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस आर ऑलरेडी मीन्स ठीक है, जस्ट 1 minute. एपी जीपी के जो है कुछ प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस हैं विच विल आई विल अपलोड दीज थिंग्स ऑन योर where Google Drive. So please try to solve these questions. Like first question, how many terms are there in the AP 20, 25, 30 and so on up to 130? So what you have to do, A is given, L is given, D is 5. So L equals to A plus N minus 1 into D. You will proceed, you will get the value of N. Find the first term of an AP whose 8th and 12th terms are respectively 39 and 59. Means A plus 7D equals to 39, A plus 11D equals to 59. What will be the value of A? By solving these two linear equations, you can get the value of A and D. After that, you can just solve your, means you will get the value of A, that will be your first term. Third question, find the 15th term of the sequence 20, 15, 10 and so on. So 15th term T15, A is given, D is given. So what you have to do basically, T15th, A plus N minus 1 into D, that means 20 plus 15 minus 1 into minus 5 basically here, not plus 5. Okay. So by using these kind of basic concept, you can solve all these questions. Please try to solve these. और अगर किसी को क्वेरी होगा then please मैं next class में जब भी क्लास होगी I'll upload the solution for this. After that also, if you are getting any query, then you can ask me outside class, not inside class, because these class are already time bounded. ठीक है? और किसी को कोई query हो then please raise your hand. Anyone have any query? Okay. So after APGP, I'll start with, means proceed with coding and decoding, blood relation and those kind of topics. Fine. So thank you everyone.
सर सर्च की जो क्वेश्चन दिए थे उसका आंसर शीट भी
या बेसिकली इसी स्लाइड में आपको लास्ट में मिलेगा. जस्ट 1 minute मैं आपको दिखा देता हूँ. जस्ट सी हियर. ये है solution for search indices and logarithm questions 12th April 2021. 1 2 3 4 and I think 12 questions are there. Fine. ठीक है. अगर किसी क्वेश्चन में आपको डाउट होता है तो आप मुझे पर्सनली कॉल करके पूछ सकते हो.
ठीक।
ठीक है, ओके ठीक है। और किसी को कोई डाउट है क्या? ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम देन। थैंक यू एवरीवन, विल मीट इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास। गुड नाइट।
Thank you, sir.
ओके ओके।